Welcome back, everybody. We are back at the Cummins 6.7 turbo diesel. It's a 4th gen 2012, and we got our new Mishimoto Trans Cooler in. We're gonna go ahead and get this thing installed because we had to change out the condenser and trans cooler assembly. We used a non-OEM one. It's a little bit thinner than the OEM one. It still does a decent job of cooling, but we see temperatures creeping up towards 200 while towing. So we want to get this thing installed, and hopefully we can keep them temperatures down around 170 and we'll be happy. But we're going to get everything out and kind of bolt it together to show you how it looks. We should just be replacing only this line here because we're going to be using this in conjunction with the stock cooler behind it. That's how Mishimoto says to run it. That's how we're going to do it. What we actually want to do is remove this stock transmission line all the way out of the assembly. So you're going to unclip it from here, put a rag there, and then you're going to come back here and unclip it from down in there. So you just want to get some rags and some caps. We're going to remove that line, and then we're going to remove the bolts holding in the actual condenser. Just kind of got it mock set up here. We ran into some issues with this aftermarket condenser. There is no provision here for these bolts. So on the OEM one, there's holes there, but on this one, there's not. So we're gonna have to drill a couple holes. No fault of Mishimoto's. It's just this is an aftermarket condensing unit we use, so it's just a little slightly different than OEM. As well as here, it's a little different. It's got a space there. So we'll kind of gotta get it situated and spaced out so it ain't bending anything, and put two small holes in the bracket to put some bolts in there to hold it. Shouldn't be an issue though. Everything should still fit about the same. We just punched 2 holes through it, taking care not to punch through the intercooler in the back. Chamfered them out a little bit, and now we're gonna get that cooler set back in here and see how it looks. Got it in. Pretty much just put a grommet behind there to take up some of the space and the slack. Also a couple grommets back there and some orange Loctite so that nothing vibrates free. And everything's tight except for the one little bolt we got to put back in here when we're done. Other than that, it looks good. We're going to start getting the lines on, and you got to transfer the dust cap over to the line. We got the longer of the 2 lines installed. It went on really easy, smooth. The next thing we got to work on is this area here. We're going to have to cut a little 3/4 hole in for that U-shaped hose that goes in here because it won't fit. All right, we finished the installation of the Mishimoto transmission cooler. Now, your mileage may vary. We have an aftermarket condenser and OEM trans cooler. It's a bit smaller. The mounting brackets were different. They don't include mounting holes in the cheap ones. It's like a $100 condenser we got from Amazon. We'll have all the links in the description if you guys are interested in these parts. They've been doing pretty good, but without any real modification other than putting in some little rubber isolators to take up some of this space. Like this aftermarket one, I don't know why they put that bend there, but it is what it is. Getting this line in was a little difficult. We had to sand down the lip on the actual line itself. It was a little too big to go into the fitting, but it didn't take but 1 or 2 passes with like an 80 grit sandpaper by hand, and it was done. Got that line in, drilled a 3/4 hole there. Over here, we just drilled 2 little small pilot holes, put the bolts in that were supplied with the kit, and then found 2 10mm nuts and added them on. We did not use the bracket that they supplied coming off of the radiator because the line actually fit really good. I mean, there's a small little S-bend here, but I don't think that's going to do anything to flow. And it fit. Didn't have to modify this, and it's really tight. So it's in there. The whole thing is in there. We're going to run it. We'll make another video and see where the temps are at with it. But normally we run about 170, 175 without a trailer. With a trailer, 190, 200. I mean, we've been over 200, but that was extreme heat. If we can keep this trans around 180, definitely be happy. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and we'll let you know what happens.